The battle between Uncle Levi and Kaney has just begun, and my god, that ending of that chapter looked absolutely sick. You got freaking Levi there with his sword, you got Kaney there with his like custom maneuver gear and guns. I'm not gonna lie, but I think right now we're now reaching that good point of time where we're going to be seeing a lot of action, a lot of stuff. In this chapter as well, for a dialogue-heavy chapter, we had a lot of bombshells in this chapter, and I was really excited for it. So when we first say like to what Hanji wanted to say to like Eren, saying like Reyes wants to eat Eren, I'm like, what the fuck? Like they want to eat Eren, and they're saying that Ymir could be one of those titans that was forced to, but the reason why, and it's like why the titan shifters are able to actually shift, is because what happened to him is that if you eat a shifter, then you're able to become like a titan shifter yourself. So I'm guessing throughout that time, like when Eren was fighting, then I'm possibly guessing like for one of those times he did eat a shifter at some point. Like I don't know like that's going on. So we need to find out a little bit more about what's happening with that. It's like maybe Eren's special, he could already do titan shifts, but it seems like with Ymir though, she ate Rainer, Bertolt's and Annie's best friend, and that's the reason why she was wandering around, seemingly for like 60 years. So, and that's the thing, what they plan on doing is like, the reason why it explains everything is like, you gain the abilities of another titan if you consume that titan. So they want Eren, and it seems like what everyone else, the government wants, is that they want someone to eat Eren to get his powers, and say no, like you just can't have his powers like that. Like this guy is a wild rabid dog, he's no good. So by consuming him, we'll be able to have that. And it's very interesting like why they want all Eren to work with them. So it seems like they pretty much just gave up on that, since when you notice that Rainer and Bertolt were just throwing titans at Eren, they were pretty much just getting one of them to eat Eren, so they wouldn't have to worry about all that, oh, Eren's just being a little bitch about it. It's like, yeah, let's just work about it. It's like, he's just pretty much like a loose cannon at this point, so you can't really trust Eren. So it's probably the best thing to do on their side of the table for that situation. And when they saw that, this is the only way that they could pretty much block the wall, is that the reason why Eren could use Annie's ability, the crystal ability, was because he hasn't consumed it and he hasn't got that ability. So that's probably the reason why he can't do that. And it's like, okay, then you got Bertolt's teleportation ability, that's got to be the one. Reiner's like armor, Annie and crystal, like, and I don't really know what Ymir's ability would be, since she just seems to have like fast, agile movement and stuff. So it's very interesting to see like what's going to happen. So it's like if Eren consumed like the Gorilla Titan, would he be able to get the abilities? There's a lot of things that we could ask about the old consuming ability, but Owen feels like, Historia does have all these answers. We need these answers from Historia, and it's like, when he just immediately thinking more about what to ponder, it's like, oh, we have to go see the murders, and it's like, that CEO from the Reeves Company, he's the one that got freaking wrecked. But before, like, Owen left, he was saying, if anything happens to me, Hanji, you are the next commander. You got to keep this squad going. And it's like, he's saying, oh, wait a minute, I thought we was going to have stuff, with Pixis. But apparently, even with Pixis didn't even want, like, anything to do with this. He's like, don't expect backup from him. Now, like, the Survey Corps, no one gives a fuck for him right now. No one really cares for their cause. It's like, and when they find the body of him, it's like, even like the mother and like the daughter is like, don't even come near my son, you murderer, like that. And the soldiers, which they're trying to play sneaky on this, it's like they think Eren is on the run with criminals and forcing Erwin to cease all operations and say like, oh, we'll prove your innocence if all your Survey Corps comes to you by tomorrow. But that's just playing into his hands. So it seems like Erwin right now is going to have to sacrifice his own life just so these guys can get him going. But even Hanji, when she was there seeing all the commotions that we saw, that the CEO's son, who actually saw what was happening, his name was like Flegel or something, like, I don't know, he was a very crusty piece of shit. I remember that from last week's chapter. Yeah, and he saw that, it was someone from the 1st Brigade, and like Hanji Graham saying like, we have to use you, to save everyone. It's like, oh, I don't want to be like a rat all my life. It's like kind of running away. It's like, this son would rather run away and keep his own skin safe than actually avenge his father and his comrades. I was like, Fledge, you are fucking crusty. It's like, please stop. I honestly don't like this character at all. He has no redeeming factors at him. So also, I hope this guy gets freaking wasted. But then with the other part of the chapter, we did see, with Armin, Connie, Sasha, John, Mikasa, they're all hiding out, and they're actually doubting Levi's actions for the most part. They're saying, yeah, we have to follow his orders, but we not to get like Aaron back, but we not actually wanted to kill any humans, and they're finding it hard. Like they're conflicting themselves because remember, they're saying it's whether they're having this sort of personal battle inside them, saying are they actually even the good guys anymore for what they're doing? I mean, they're planning on killing. They could even get innocents involved in this, like killing innocents. Killing like another human being. Just like they were meant to, defend the walls and defeat Titans, not kill humans for it. It's like. So they feel like they're going to have to make a decision soon on what's going to happen on that. But they did find out that Eren and Studia are being held in these coffins, and that pretty much they got to go in there and rescue them. And Levi saying like he was showing that we actually know the identity of that man from like who was apparently Mikasa and Levi's relative, and it seems like he's known as Kaney, or his best known title is like Throat Slasher Kaney, who's given like 100 members of like. MP, if you don't know what MP is, that's Member of Parliament. And it's like, yo, this guy sounds like he's got a track record on him. He sounds like some freaking serial killer shit. And then when Levi gets attacked by this guy and his squad just gets annihilated, like those crusties that they got with them, they got bopped. They got absolutely bopped. They got shot in the face, cleared point blank in the head. And I was like, okay, this chapter is going somewhere right now. And we see Kaney has got his own custom maneuver gear, and he's like getting guns. It's like, long time no see, like Levi, I taught you well. Since he was thinking like Levi was the only reason to dodge, because he's saying like Kaney taught him all these things, like you got to get a higher vantage point, and Kaney was using this to his advantage. And it's like next week we're gonna have Levi versus Kaney, and it's like his maneuver gear with the guns. And he seems like he has like some Batman like grappling hook shit attached to him, and he has like all this stuff on him, and like a huge utility belt of guns. It looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen in the next time chapter. Yeah, a lot of information that we found out in this chapter. A lot of stuff. It was really kicking in as well at the end of this chapter. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen next week and all that. It did drag on with a little bit, and it's like fuck the CEO's son. I fucking hate that piece of shit. Overall, this was a really good chapter. I felt like, especially that ending and the bombshells. I'm gonna give this one like an 8.5. This was an actually really good chapter of Titan. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought, we got a lot out of this chapter. But let me know what you think is gonna happen down below. What do you think is Levi versus Kaney? Are you friggin' excited for that shit? As I am. I want to see, Levi's swords trying to deflect all these bullets, because that seems like some sick shit. Also, what is like Kaney's like relationship to Levi and Mikasa? I'm still guessing that Kaney is like Levi's father, and then with Levi, he's probably like Mikasa's uncle or something. Because never did Mikasa's like father say anything about having a brother or anything. So I'm very interested in what's going to happen with that part, like especially what's going to happen now that the battle has started. Are they all going to get in and try and attack and save Levi from this confrontation right now, since he's kind of outnumbered at the moment? But that's all for me. I want to thank you so much for watching as always. Remember, I'll see you guys next time.